right now. So hi guys, how are you all? So I'm here, your instructor.
Yes, sir, we are live.
Okay, so hey guys, hi, how are you all? So I'm your instructor, and before we go ahead, okay, so let's talk something in the chat. Okay, like let us just please introduce yourself in the chat. Okay, and please let us know from which all you are a student or you are a what we say you are a working professional. Please let us know in the chat so that I can understand about the mix of audience, who students, okay, who are actually here. Student. Amazing, yeah, I'm having so many students here. Wow. I'm also a student, by the way. And how many of you are working professionals? Okay, well, I see one, two, three working professionals as of right now, as compared to like a total count of what we say near about 140 students. Okay. Hello, I am. Wow, I'm getting so many responses. Great, guys. Just keep on pumping that. And now we will start learning something after a while. It's already 8:30. I think we should start learning something. Okay, so today our learning consists of like 4 5 things. We will be having a very specific agenda before starting this whole thing. So, Shoaib, just please put up a small message into the chat stating that connect your audio, because people are mentioning that I'm not audible, and all. So just keep this thing that please connect
Sure,
your,
sir.
then you guys will be able to hear me. Okay, so hey guys, please keep mark, like what we said, type something in the chat that yes, I'm audible, yes or no, so that even I can understand my voice is clear or not. And by the way, we guys at Let's Upgrade are doing a small experiment. So that experiment is teaching you guys via Zoom. Okay, before this, we used to do the whole teaching via what we say our YouTube live and all. But right now we are doing it with the help of Zoom also, so that we can have one-on-one interaction as in when required, and we can take it ahead like that. Okay. So shall we start right now? Please give me a heads up in the chat, and let me share my screen also in the meanwhile, so that you guys can see my screen, and we can take it ahead from there. Okay. Can we start? Yes, let's start. So let me share my screen. And this is so amazing session, right? This is having like what, 1 and 200 students here. Amazing. I'm loving this. Okay, so it's literally a great stuff to have. Let me just go ahead and share a new tab, then start your whole class from there. Okay, so this is my new tab, and in the sharing screen, so sure, please take care about the whole this part.
Sure, sir.
Okay, hi guys, so now this is Sai Kiran. The very first day of our whole slides would be like and please remove me from the what host thing na, what we say,
Yes, sir. I'll do that.
because like so many things are bugging me right now, so many things in front of me, like please admit them all. Okay, so now first and foremost, oh shit, slides.
Sir, if I remove you from the host, you won't be able to speak.
Unmute me or something like that, I don't want this.
I'll check 1 second.
Okay, so this is irritating. Hide floating meeting controls. Okay, what's our agenda, by the way? So what is that agenda? So first and foremost thing, how we guys are gonna join, and what all things you got to know yesterday. Okay, what all things you got to know yesterday, we have to have a top of it look on it. So hi Umang, how are you? So we have got here Umang, by the way, Umang, Professor Umang Sadhwani. Welcome to the stream. If at all people are watching us in YouTube, or if at all we guys are on Zoom right
Yes,
now.
sir.
How are you?
I'm great.
Okay, so आज का क्या curriculum है? What is the curriculum for today? I know what's the curriculum, but still I'm asking you. Do you know what is the curriculum for today? I love
Yes, sir. So
something. That is,
basics of Python,
okay.
majorly setting up
Okay, got it.
Google Collab or Anaconda.
Got it. So let's start our whole Python. Before starting anything, guys, we should be very clear why we are learning a programming language. Okay, we guys should be very much clear in terms of like why we are learning a particular programming language. So why are we learning Python? I need answers to this. So can you guys please answer it in the chat right now? Why we guys are learning Python? Can you just please tell me in the chat why we guys are learning Python right now? It's easy and simple. Okay, no need of compiler. Okay, for easy calculation rather than manual or Excel process. Okay, great. Hari is mentioning that. It's very basic. It's like English. Okay, yesterday Prasad was mentioning it and Subrat sir was mentioning it. I got it. And free source, easiest language. Okay, and I need more and more answers because based upon your answers, based upon this activity, I am going to give one person Amazon Eco and two people 1,000 Let's Upgrade coins and four people 500 Let's Upgrade coins based upon your responses. So just be very much attentive, interactive, and what we say, focused for this whole program, and I'll make sure I am making you guys a Python pro in this 5 days. Okay, so I have got like 5 days with me, and in this 5 days I need to make you a Python pro for various reasons. Now you all are mentioning your reasons in the chat, but let me give my reasons why one should learn Python today, right now, why you guys should learn Python. Okay, so Python is like super easy programming language. Okay, so it's super easy programming language. Anyone, a kid who is in 5th class to a person who is 60 to 70-year old, everyone can learn Python and do their own works with the help of Python. So no age barrier, nothing is there. Okay, anyone who want to start coding, they can start with the help of Python. The number one thing what everyone is mentioning, it's very much easy. So 100%, that is the one point. But the second point is the applications of Python right now is so huge. It is being used in so many places that you can't even think about it. Okay, so it is used in game development, it is used in desktop app creation, it is used in web app creations, it is used in backend creation, it is used inside what we say, our data science, deep learning, machine learning, analytical things. So I can keep on going. Okay, I can keep on going. So what were the top things which I have mentioned? Please mention it in the comments right now, chat right now. What all things I have mentioned, please put it in the chat so that you all guys can be on the same note. So I will repeat again. We can start creating games. We can build desktop application. We can build web apps. We can build what we say, our APIs, backend APIs. We can do a lot of data science related stuff. We can do a lot of like deep learning, machine learning things, and analytical visualizing things. There are so many applications for Python right now, and that is the reason why each and every company is looking towards Python developers. Okay, so now you got it. So each and every company is looking towards Python developers because there is having a huge amount of applications right now. Clear? So by the way, guys, just please turn down your what we say, don't raise your hands uh, because there is a kind of small problem. If you raise your hands, I'll do that later on, but right now no. So yeah, so now let's start. What are the why? One more thing, it is the inspiration behind learning Python. It's easy. AIMLDS syntax is very easy. It's the futuristic language, and the placements or the jobs which are available for Python is very huge. And this is the actual Naukri screenshot which I kept here. Okay, if at all you see here, so 0 to 3 lakhs is the like how many jobs are there. So in the package of 0 to 3 lakh, 20,000 jobs are actually available in Python, and 32,000 jobs are available in 3 to 6 lakh package. 6 to 10 lakh package, 30,000 again jobs are available, and 10 to 15 lakhs package, 15,000 jobs are available. Okay, so these many jobs are available for, this is the Python as a skill which is required. Got it? So, I mean, am I clear till now? Please tell me in the chat if at all I'm clear till now. Yes or no? Yes, am I clear? Yes, guys. Thanks a lot for mentioning me this whole thing. It's great to have this chat right now. Okay. So now let's go ahead. Okay. Let's go ahead. Okay. So what all we will be studying in this program. So we will start from the right basics. We will start from the basics. Like what is Python, why Python, then afterwards what all that we will understand first. How to write our first code in Python. We will understand that next. Then afterwards, we will be going ahead with little bit of advanced stuff that will be covering your loops and then functions. We will cover this whole. Then after covering your functions, we will go ahead and what we say, we will work with libraries. Then we will go ahead and work with decorators. Okay. And then we will build one project using Flask. Okay. Am I clear? Every one of you? Please tell me, like, okay, I hope that you all guys are clear. The agenda is first we will learn the basics, installation and all. Second day, it's all about like what we say, writing actual code and understanding the concepts in real time. Let it be data types, let it be for loop, while loop, and if else and all that thing, control statements. Then the one more day ahead, we will be what we say, going ahead and working with functions, then libraries, then afterwards decorators, then afterwards Flask API building. Okay, Flask based API building, which we will be using in real time to host a lottery system. Like me and Umang have experience hosting a lottery system. I think Umang, you were there last time when we built a lottery system, right? So we both already have a experience doing that, and we guys will be doing it again. And the person who will be winning there will get a Amazon Echo. So you all need to be there till the end to be a part of something great. And daily just attend the classes, and please put your attendance there, and you all will be I mean, like, it's top three guys will be like selected randomly. One will get eco, and two people will get 1,000 rupees thing. And we will be keeping on like we will see, like put this attendance like time to time. Just go ahead and fill in the attendance form as and when you can. Okay, so, and guys, will be no recording available for this class. So there is not going to be any recording available. This is live, that's it. After this live, tomorrow we are going to meet. Okay, so now let's start. So who is the creator for Python? Okay, so who is the creator behind Python? The creator behind Python is Mr. GVR. So GVR is none other than Guido van Rossum. Okay, so Mr. Guido van Rossum in 1991, he actually introduced Python to the whole world on a larger scale. Okay, on a larger scale. When I say larger scale, because prior to that, he was still showing Python, but people were not that much identifying that. Okay, so that was the reason why I am saying it in 1991. It was on a larger scale. Guido van Rossum, Mr. Guido van Rossum had actually started showcasing Python to the world. But in the year of 2006, it became very, very, very famous. Okay, in the year of 2006, it became very famous. So why in the year of 2006 Python became very famous? This is the question. I need the answer. So now let us look into our chat for the answers. Why in 2006 Python got famous rather than 1991? Java was invented in the year of like Java was released in 1995, but Java very quickly got 3 billion active devices. Okay, even right now, your PC, my PC, your mobile, my mobile, even Android, everything uses Java. Okay, 3 billion devices are there which are running on Java. But Python, which is much more easier, was built in 1991 but got famous in 2006. What is the answer behind this question? So I need this thing. Okay, so someone had mentioned a question. So I can read this question, and these are amazing answers to have. As for every change, have to modify whole program in Java, but not a single line. Okay, okay, okay. Yeah, so like Justin Paul had mentioned it very right, and one more person, Sri Harsha. also started mentioning it very right here in the comment. That is, in 2006, Google as a big technology giant started utilizing Python in their major works. Okay, so that is the reason why we have what we say, why we have got this much popularity. Okay, so in the year of 2006, we got uh, this whole part so much clarify, like in the year of 2006 Google was the company, but there is a logic behind it. The logic is very simple. Python is a slower language as compared to Java and C++. Okay, so Java and C++, when we are comparing this whole thing, okay, so that time we all want is only one thing. That is, we all want is speed, and for a very lower memory, how can we serve the speed? So that time, Python was not able to do that. But in the year of 2005, 2004, and all, the processes became very much powerful. And that's where Google has realized the power in Python, and it went on like something viral. And I request every one of you, please turn off your cameras. Turn off your cameras. Shoaib, please have a look at it, and we can go ahead.
Yes, sir.
Yep. So now, what are the 5 advantages of using Python? So the number one advantage of using Python is developer can learn it quickly. So, and apart from that, it involves very less amount of code. Okay, guys, just bear with me. Next 5 minutes, I'll complete all the theory part. Then I will go ahead with your practical things. So I know that you may be getting bored. So please let me know if at all you are getting bored in the chat, so that I can understand it technically, and what we say, take it ahead. Okay. Okay, so typically involves less amount of code. In Java, there is a huge program which we need to run. In Python, there is a very less amount of code involved. Now going to syntax, syntax is super easy to read. Okay, and it's like just reading and writing English. Okay, it's just like that. And then after utilized by every major technology company right now. Okay, it's every major technology company is using right now Python. Okay, you name the company, I can close my eyes and I can tell yes, they are using Python somewhere or other. Okay, so either if they're not using, their third parties may be using something, there is happening that they are using Python. Okay, so yes, Infosys is using Python. Tesla is fully built up because of Python. Okay, their AI based model. Okay, so okay, so now huge amount of additional open source libraries are there. So now, what do you mean by a library? Just please mention it in the chat right now. What do you mean by a library, and of in a Python or any programming language? And this is the reason huge amount of open source libraries are available in Python. That was the reason why it became even more boomed in the whole market. Okay, so what do you mean by library? Just get me the answer right now in the chat. Contains inbuilt function, pre-built functions. Okay, it has defined functions. Contains packages. Okay, Python libraries are reusable. Wow, Rohit Kumar, from where you got this answer? This pretty quickly, and I mean this much big answer. It's good to have. Okay, so contains large data. Okay, I'm getting so much of answers. Thanks a lot for so many of answers right now. Uh, uh, Umang, are there people watching us on YouTube also?
Yes, sir.
Okay,
Yes, sir.
how many are there? I should look into the. Any doubts till now? Any doubts till now at this point of time? Any doubts till now, guys? Any doubts till now? Wow, the response is super in real time, यार. I'm loving this response. अभी YouTube में बोल के 10 सेकंड वेट कर गए, फिर उसके बाद वो response आता था. याद है शोभी?
Yes, sir.
This is super fast. Okay, how to install and write Python. Okay, so how to go ahead and install and write Python code. So first and foremost thing, when you just type Python in your Google, okay, you will get something like welcome to python.org. Okay, so what is python.org? Python.org is the official website where you can actually download Python for your machine. Okay, So the latest version of Python is Python 3.9.4, or like you can even download Python 3.8 for your machine, and it can have an amazing thing going on. Okay, so I'm actually having it for like OS X because I'm using Mac. You can download it for Windows or you can download it for Linux here. Okay, so it's all there. I mean, all other platforms, everything is present here. Just go ahead and scroll to it, and you can actually download Python for any what we say system that you're looking towards. Okay, so it's supported for every major platform. You don't have to download it on Android, or you don't have to download it on your iOS and all. You can use it via Google Colab. So I will tell you how you can use in Google Colab in real time. I'll show you. Before that, let's go ahead. Okay, so this is the whole part till now. Okay, inside Python. Okay, if you download something in Python, it looks like, just move on. Let me hit this. Okay, I hope that you can see my screen now. Terminal. So because I am using Mac, so I'm just opening my terminal inside Windows. Oh shit! I need to have a new session. Okay, so this is my terminal. I hope that every one of you can see this. Okay, so Python can be like what we say, you can write Python code directly inside terminal, but it is super what we say confusing, or like super complicated, or like it will scare you out in the very first try. So that is something which I don't want to do. So that's the reason here that we will be ignoring it, and then we will take it ahead in the second slot or something. Okay, so now first let us try it in the terminal. Okay, so what you need to do is like just write Python here. What happened to this? Okay, why I'm not able to write? There is some problem. There is, I got some problem, guys. Just give me 1 minute. So now I can write it. Okay, so I hope that you can see it here. Okay, so I just typed in Python. Okay, I just typed in Python here, and as soon as I've typed in Python, you are able to see something like this. So I am having Python 3.7.4 installed on my machine. Now inside this, if I just do a small print hi, I'm able to run a small Python code. Okay, see this. This hi is nothing just but a Python code which we have written down. Okay, so this is the part till now. Okay, clear? So you can write the whole Python code inside your terminal, but writing the code directly in the terminal is the last thing which we all want to do, because it's very much complicated. It feels like complicated, and even you will not be able to write the code properly inside the terminal. That is why we have to go ahead and write it inside different kinds of things. Like, I mean, I'll explain you. Different kinds of portals are there where you can write the Python code. Till now, everyone is clear? Yes or no? Please tell me in the chat. Till now, everyone is with me? Yes. Okay. So we guys can, I mean, use either directly terminal. The second way, or like the other way, one way is directly use it. Other way is to use a different development environment. So what is a development environment? So let us just go ahead and what is a code environment? We can use a code environment for writing down our code and going ahead with it. Okay, so what do you mean by code environment? So there are three types of code environment. There are three types of code environment inside Python. Okay, so one is text editor, the second one is full IDE, the third one is notebook environment. Okay, the first one is text editor, second one is full IDE, and the third one is notebook environment. Are you guys clear? Yes. So now each one has its own merits and demerits. We will see them certainly. Okay. Shoaib, can you just please check this camera thing? You need to figure out some kind of settings for Zoom. I don't want anyone's camera.
Yes, sir.
Okay, so yeah, but the path is not recognizing. Lakita Bharati, just be there. I'll tell you how to solve this thing in the end. Okay. So I think you will not even require to solve it right now because we'll be using an online compiler in each ways. So yeah, so there are three different what we say environments which we can actually use. One is a text editor. So what do you mean by a text editor? So what do you mean by a text editor? Text editors are generally editors which are used for any text file. Okay, think about Notepad. Okay, Notepad के बारे में सोचो. You all have used Notepad, right? In your whole world or life, at least once you might have opened Windows का Notepad. That Notepad is an example of a text editor. You can write any kind. You can create even. You can even edit YCT, GTA Vice City ka code also inside Notepad. Okay, you just have to open it and you can even edit the GTA Vice City CGF or like CFG file to maximize your car speed and all. Like, I don't know how many of you are able to relate to me. Please put me in the chat. I will find some of my friend who have ever done modifications to GTA Vice City. Amazing. So you can even use a notepad for doing that. Okay. Okay, so now like these all are like generally made for editing the text. Okay, so now when you guys are editing the text, okay, so there can be any text file. It can be a .java file, it can be a .php file, .cpp file, .c file, .py file for Python, any XYZ file, whatever is there in the whole world. You can use anything here. Okay, so that is what a text editor is. Works with variety of file types, can be customized with plugins and add-ons. Okay, so the most popular text editors which are used in the industry are okay, so our Visual Studio Code and Atom. Okay, so these two are the most popular developer oriented text editors in the world. Clear? Every one of you, is it clear? Visual Studio Code and Atom. आज रात को अगर मैं तुम्हारे सपने में आके, I mean even in today night, if I'll come to your dream and ask you which are the two popular code edit like text editors which are used by developers, you should be able to give me this answer. VS Code, that is Visual Studio Code, and the second one is Atom. Okay, so I don't want you all guys to be yep, that's the answer. Clear? So now let's go ahead. Next type, the type 2 of where we can write a code is you want to see a Visual Studio Code example, so I will show you. Just give me 1 minute. So this is VS Code. Okay, so it's opening up in my machine right now. It will take a little bit of time. So you can write probably any piece of code inside this. I mean, it can be you can customize it with the help of a few applications and all, but you can actually start writing any piece of code here. It's untitled thing. You just save it. You can save it maybe like, okay, so you can save it like sci.py. I'm saving it on desktop. Okay guys, don't worry if at all you're not understanding it, nothing to worry about it. I am here, so I'll explain you. So the sci.py, that's the file, and I hope that it got saved. Yes. Now if I just do print inside print hi, I just save it, and the file should be here on my desktop, and I go back to my terminal. Okay, I just exit this thing. Okay, so I'll just go to my desktop. Okay, so now you guys can see here what we say sci.py. So now what we need to do is it's just very simple that I need to like Python Python sci.py. See, I've just now I've actually like compiled, or like I was running this particular sci.py which we created with the help of this Visual Studio Code, and we guys are able to see the output here. Okay, so that's how easy is like Visual Studio Code ka coding. Okay, you can write anything inside Visual Studio Code and it will work. Clear? So that's the thing. And let me just close it, or else it will eat my memory. And Zoom, you know, it's a culprit when it comes to eating memory. Fine. So is it clear, guys? Every one of you, it's clear? Yeah. I'm not able to see your chat. Just give me 1 minute. Yes, I hope that every one of you is clear. Okay, so now let's go. Now, what is full IDE? Now, what do you mean by IDE? Just get me the answer. Now, get me the answer right now. What do you mean by IDE? Okay, IDE is generally used for integrated development environment. Hari is mentioning it very right. So integrated development environment is specifically designed for that one programming language developer. Okay, you all are going to be Python rowdies. I call it this time. Okay, this way to every one of you. So in future, you all are going to be a rowdy in Python. Now, when you are all going to be a rowdy in Python, so you all are going to use your own tool for Python. You don't want to use a common tool which is there for all languages you want to use. You want to use something which is very specific and special to you, right? So that custom tailored uh, text editor is known as integrated development environment. Each and every programming language has its own integrated development environment. Okay, IDE. So these are development environments, what we say, made for you guys. I mean, especially the developers in that particular language. So these are majorly developed by a company known as, a company's name is this, PyCharm. No, I mean, sorry. Uh, Jet JetBrains. Okay, so most of the IDEs which are used by the people in the industry are developed by this company known as JetBrains. Okay, so they make essential tool for developers, and their developer tools start with the help of the IDEs. Okay, so they have PHP, Storm, and like they have so many of them, like PyCharm, RubyMine, WebStorm. So these are like Golang. It's for Golang. Okay, so most of the what we say, integrated development environments which are available for all the different companies, I mean, like different languages, is done by JetBrains, which are used actively in industry. But there are other companies which are also developing IDE, like what is it, IDEs. Like, I mean, Anaconda and other people have just done for Spider. Spider is again open source integrated development environment. And like there are, like, I mean, different Eclipse is there, which is there for and like what is it, Java and all, so which was used in prior. So these all are done by various companies also, but the only part is that JetBrains is a very much leading organization which is developing real time, like it's day in day out they are releasing some or other IDE for some or other programming language. For Android, we use IDE. That's the, I mean, by JetBrains. So that's why I just mentioned it all. Okay, so got it. So till here, every one of you got it. So it's like you have a specific tools. You all have specific tools which are related to a particular development inside this IDE. Okay, so PyCharm and Spider are the two big examples of IDE. PyCharm is developed by JetBrains, and Spider is an open source tool which is readily available inside Anaconda package. Okay, so I hope that every one of you are clear with it. Now let's go ahead. The last and third, which is very important part of environment, that is notebook environment. Okay, so now what do you mean by notebook environment? What do you mean by a notebook? So see, this is a notebook. So I also have a notebook with me right now. So this is a notebook. In this notebook, you can write your code, you can write your output, you can write your anything inside notebook, right? In your notebook, I mean, notebook is something like that which we are related to. But so what is notebook environment inside Python? What do you mean by notebook environment in Python? Please tell me that in the chat right now. Okay, guys, now every one of you who may be feeling that it's being it's going very basics right now. I always love taking off the plane with the help of basics. Then it goes on to like 33,000 feet. So just be there, okay, attend all the classes. If you know something, please answer people who are asking questions. And guys, you can put in your questions. If at all someone knows the answer, they can answer it. Okay. So what do you mean by notebook environment? So, okay, don't worry about your questions. Okay, I mean, okay, you can ask your questions by the way here. Notebook environment, write code extension with ipynb. Okay, this is something different, but what do you mean by notebook environment? Notebook environments are great for learning. It is specifically built for learning, and you can give the input and output in the same different block of lines, so that even every one of us are able to compile it super easily, under, understanding what we have done wrong, what we have done right. So these are all parameters we can actually analyze. Okay. And someone has mentioned, Rahul Gupta has mentioned it very clearly, that interactive development and interactive environment. Okay, so you can have an interactive environment with your particular this thing. Okay, support inline markdown notes and visualization videos and all, which we can put in there. It has a special format which will be .ipynb file. Okay, it will be of ipynb file, and it will not be of .py file, it will be of ipynb file. Clear? Every one of you clear? So notebook environments, I will show you now what is a notebook environment. Okay, just type in Colab in your browser. Okay, so we all are gonna use Colab here. Okay, Google Colab. So Google Colab is a Google collaboratory, something like that. If I'm bad at pronouncing, I'm very sorry. But yes, so Google Colab is a particular what we say, a place where we all guys are gonna code. Okay, because we all are starting new, so we all are gonna code with the help of Google Colab, and that's how it's gonna be going ahead. And so this is how it looks the very first time when you open. The very first time you will open it, it will look like this. Okay, so you don't have to install any software, nothing like that. Okay, so it's very simple. Now, I mean, you got this point right now, guys, yes or no? So we all will be using Google Colab, and this is how a notebook environment looks like. Just rename it to Python py essentials. By the way, guys, I want to do a poll right now. Okay, I want to do a poll right now. Shoaib, can you just raise a poll right now? Is it possible? I will give you the question.
Yes, sir, we can.
Yes, the poll is, uh, do you like weekend classes or do you like weekdays classes in the night time? So I mean, I need answer to this. Okay, weekend or like weekdays, because I want to understand this thing. Because I mean, see, now this is not the way I want the poll answer. Okay, so I want the poll answer in percentage wise, so that we all can take it out. Okay, so if at all you want the repeating of it, so repeat telecast or repeat live with Sai, so I can do that, but I want to have a proper statistics to take it. Okay, so sure, please raise the poll and people will answer. Okay, so now let's start our whole Python learning. Okay, this is what a collab look like. Now in this runtime and all, I'll explain you that later. So first and foremost code we will write is print happy Ugadi slash Gudi Padwa slash what we say Ramadan. अब मुझे स्पेलिंग में गलत कर रहा शो भी तो बता यार, ठीक है. Then afterwards Chettinad something, so many festivals are there right today, so in the whole part of Navratra and so many things. Okay, and Vishu is there tomorrow for Malayali guys, right? So wish you all a very happy festive season, and I hope that you all guys will be celebrating it along with you. Okay, so this is what our very first piece of code. Please, every one of you, if at all you want to write this thing inside inside your what we say code, you all guys can actually. So just please do write down this piece of code. Okay, shit, I've tried copying it from someone and I've made a mistake. Okay. Wow. Thank you. Who was it guy? He's Rajashekhar. Thanks a lot, Rajashekhar, for this comment. Okay, so I have used it here. And Shoaib, when you're raising the poll, please let me know before it so that I will ask everyone. So this is the very first line of
It has already been raised.
poll is guys, the poll is live, I think.
Yes.
So you guys can see the poll, yes or no?
Yeah, it will pop on the
Yes.
screen directly.
Please answer.
81% have voted also.
मुझे क्यों नहीं दिख रहा ये सब?
We are logged in from the same account, sir.
Shit, man, this is so wrong, right? Toby, don't use my account from tomorrow.
Sure, sir.
Okay, so now let's start this. I mean, I'll not use your account probably, Shobi. So, okay. Shit. This will give a error. Okay, so got it. This is the this is the very first what we say piece of code. Then afterwards, let's go ahead and see what's next for us. Okay. So all of you guys can actually go ahead and start what we say using Google Colab on their machine or even on their mobile phones, because this is very important piece that people don't have laptops or something like that. So that time they want to understand how I can continue this whole program. So you guys can continue this whole program with the help of Google Colab. Okay, so just search Google Colab in your mobile phone and you will be able to see something like this. And just click on Google Colab, and you can actually code from your mobile phone. The whole Python you can do from your mobile phone. So see this thing, I'll show you. I'm opening the same code what is there in my mobile, my PC to my mobile, and I'll be able to run this. I'll actually able to run this. That's the amazing part of Google Colab. Okay, that is the reason why I want you all guys to study with the help of Google Colab. I hope that this is whole clear. So if at all you give me permission to go ahead, I would like to jump into the programming skills right now. And okay, so and then take it from there. Okay, so this is the very first part of like writing a code. And for compiling a code, you can actually like either click on this play button, or you can click on shift enter. Okay, shift enter, and this will again run. Clear? So this is the way how you can actually run this piece of code. So this is the output, this is the input, and here it is working. So now if at all even you give something like 5 plus 6 and shift enter, this will give you, okay, so this will give you the same what this will give you what we say 11. Okay, so got it clear? So you can actually start working directly using a Google Colab rather than anything. So now let's start whole learning stuff. So we are done with setting up and all. I have so much of things inside this PPT. And someone is asking, can I give it, how to do it in phone? In phone, it's very simple. In phone, you have to go to like Google Colab and you will be able to see this. I want to share my screen. Can I share my screen, Shoaib, on my, this?
From the phone, sir?
हाँ यार मैं सोच रहा हूँ मैं join करूँ.
Yes, sir, you can.
Okay, so maybe tomorrow I'll do it because today we are not prepared for it. I don't want to goof it up. Okay.
Yes, sir.
See guys, I mean, here we have, now we will start with object and data structures. Any programming language in the whole world, the very first concept you have to learn about is of data structures, the way how to save your data. Okay, how to save your data inside the programming language, or how to work with your data inside the programming language. So that's going to be the number one thing. Okay, so which we all need to understand. Clear? So we all need to understand. To still I have got 15 more minutes I think to complete this session. So let us start very quickly, and I'll give you a very basic assignment so that you all guys can start working with it. Okay, so let me just explain every one of you what do you mean by what we say that what do you mean by a data type? What do you mean by a data type? And the second question is, how many data types are there in Python? Okay, so these are the two things which we need to understand. So first and foremost thing, I need the answer from you all guys. What do you mean by data type? And just go Google it out and tell me the answer here in the chat. Okay. So if at all someone okay, so people can actually, a data type or a simple type is an attribute of data which tells the compiler enter how the programmer intends to use the data. Okay, that's a very good answer. Type of data stored. Okay, that's an amazing answer. How output will come. Okay, data types. Okay, so now you guys can actually give all your answers in the chat, but the very first question's answer. Okay, the question which we all have here is, what do you mean by data type? Okay, so I'll give you a small, very logical answer ever possible right now. Okay, so I'll take something to show you guys and small demo or something like that. Yes, I have got one container, I have got the second container, I have got a third container. See, I have three containers. Container number one, which can store something like a rock solid. Okay, for storing something for a shipping materials, we use this kind of packaging. To store something related to like a capsule or something, we are using this container. To store something related to liquid, we are using this container. Okay, free की लिम्का की branding कर रहा हूँ मैं. Okay, so we are using this container. Now for storing some kind of perfume or like gas, we use a what we say, a small cylindrical tube or something which where the gas can't escape out. Okay, so that is the real world example which I can tell you. A solid, some kind of capsule or medical, very hygienic thing, and uh, some kind of liquid. Okay, and gas which is can be stored inside a cylinder. Okay, so these all are the examples of like different kinds of objects in the world which are present, can be stored accordingly. The same way, our data are different types of data. We have numbers. Inside number, we have two different types of numbers. One is decimal number, one is whole number. Okay, and we have something known as string. String is like characters, letters. Okay, that is something like we need to understand. We have something known as arrays. Arrays are nothing just but contingent or like data which is stored in a train kind of structure. Okay, you all have seen train, na? Array is nothing just but a train. Okay, so you will see something like a train inside our programming language which we will call list. Okay, so it is just, it will you will guys will relate to your shopping list when you will see list data type. Then you guys have something known as on and off switch in your house to turn on the light, turn off the light, like switch. The same way we have something known as boolean inside the programming language. We guys all have dictionaries in our world. What is dictionary? Dictionary is a place where you write the word and you give the meaning. The same way we have something like that concept in a data type. Okay, dictionary. And we have something known as mathematically, every one of us have done something known as set. Okay, what is a set? Set is a unique like. Okay, now to explain set in real world, I can give you an example of world population. Each and every person need to be counted only once. Then only the world population will be 7 billion, or else it will be more than that. Okay, so the same way, when every person has, every element has to be counted only once, that time we will use something known as set. And there is one last concept which is known as tuple. Tuple you can consider something like uh, in real world, if I have to get something like plastic or like a diamond in the nature, how plastic can't be it's not degradable, right? It can't go away or it can't vanish away in the whole world anytime possible. So once a plastic created, it will go and what we say, sit in the oceans, but it will not be degradable for like millions of years. The same way, I think we can assume tuples in our life. Okay, so I just gave you a few random examples which are there in data types as compared to our real world life. Okay, so let's just understand about these things in detail. Okay, so now first and foremost thing, I mentioned whole numbers. Okay, whole numbers, because when programming world, what you are doing is, we all know this thing psychologically, you all need to convert the same thing to programming language, and computer also need to understand the same thing. So how that whole same thing is going to happen? So it is not possible to imitate it, right? So how it is possible to imitate it? So it is possible to imitate only with the help of data types. Are you guys understanding it? Yes or no? Please tell me in the chat right now. If at all you guys are understanding it, then we will take it ahead. Okay, by the way, Shoaib, please raise a poll with feedback ratings or something like that out of 5, so that we all guys can
Yes, sir.
understand where to improve what to
Sir,
improve.
Sai Venkat asked difference between tuple and an array.
Tuple and an array, I will take it. I will take it. Guys, I'll answer that question in specific tomorrow. If I'll answer it today, you all guys will have a very big confusion on your head, and all the beginners will have the confusion on their head. You guys are, if you are pro, then you will be able to take it very nicely. But yes, I'll answer it tomorrow for everyone. All the ecosystem I'll answer. Clear? So that is something I promise. So now I have started with the help of whole numbers. Whole numbers are like numbers which are not having any decimal point. So whole numbers equal to int, int, or you can call like integer, which is int in this world. Clear? Then the second thing, which we decimal numbers is equal to floating numbers, float. Okay, then afterwards, you don't have to download Google Colab in your mobile phone. Just go to browser, that is your own Google Chrome, and click Google Colab and search for Google Colab, and you can open there and you can start working on it. Okay, so Shiva Kumar has asked me this question, that's why I'm answering it. The third one which I have answered was letters to store letters and something. So it is like string, which is str, okay, inside programming language. I'm just writing down the summary today. Tomorrow I will go deep into it, and I will be able to take it ahead in accordingly. Okay, so I gave you an example of train. That train translates to list, and in programming language it is a lst. Okay, then afterwards I gave you a example of, I'm actually going with the very basics. I don't think so that I'm going anywhere super fast, guys. If at all you guys feel that I'm going super fast, please tell me. I'll take a special class for those all people who feel that I went a little bit fast. So I will repeat whatever you guys want me to repeat. Okay. So dictionary in real world is dictionary again, and here also dictionary again. Okay. So then afterwards, I was mentioning regarding plastic, which is like tuple. Once the data is there, it is permanent. So tup is the thing. And then the last one, which I was mentioning about switch on off. Okay, so here it's like boolean is equal to bool. Okay, then afterwards I'm talking about, I spoke about set. I think set is like unique values. How plastic related to tuple? Okay, tuple is like I actually related it with plastic, because see, once you enter the data inside tuple, you will not be able to delete it or modify it any point of time. The same way how a plastic is there in the ocean, it is like for removing or degrading it, it's kind of permanent. We have done a permanent damage to the nature. So that is like tuple is immutable. All the plastic is immutable, but it's mutable, but still I consider it as immutable in our lifestyle. Okay, so set is like unique values, and this is also known as set. So these are the different data types which we will be understanding tomorrow one by one. We will go deep into each one of it, and we will see that uh, okay, Okay, so now this is the whole part, I think. So I hope that you all guys have understood this. So we will be looking towards a much more, what we say, we will solve these all data types one by one tomorrow together, so that you all guys can actually start mastering them. So if at all I have to teach you integers, the very first data types, the very first data type, that the very first data type is integers. So let's just go and start looking towards it. So I will just put up a variable name. A variable name is nothing just but, so this is a plastic bottle which is able to contain water in it. Okay, so this is the plastic bottle. Inside it we are having water. The same way, this A is the name of that container. Here the container name is plastic bottle. Okay, and the data is the water. The same way, here A is the container name. Okay, container name, and we are storing data here. So the data can be 39 or something like that. Clear? So A is equal to 39. Got it? So clear? Fine. So 39 is water and A is the container. Is it clear? Yep. So now we don't have any semicolons, nothing. It is very damn simple in Python. So that's it. And we just now, then we, if we want to print A, just to do print, then A. That's it. So it will print 39. So container A is containing the value that is 39. Clear? So this is a clear cut example of integer. Now if you want to check what is the data type or what is the type of the container A, then you can do something like type E, then afterwards A, shift enter. It will say it's an int type. These all things are clear. A is equal to 39, print A, it is printing this. Then afterwards you have done type A, type is this, type is int. Okay, any one of you who is not able to understand, please let me know in the chat and people will be able to take it ahead answering that question. So now let's go ahead with float. Okay, let's go ahead with float. Okay, let's go ahead with float. Okay, so float is nothing just but what it is, it's a decimal number. Okay, float is nothing just but a decimal number, in which a number in which you have something like this, a point value. Okay, so where you're having a point value. Okay, so now here B is equal to 56.7. That's the thing. Now what is B here? What is B here? What is B here? Now in my language I need the answer. What is B here and what is 56.7? 56.7 is the value and B is the container type, container name. B is the container name. The container name is known as variable name inside programming language. Variable name. Inside programming language, we call it, the container name becomes variable name. Okay, the container name is equal to variable name. So whenever I'll call variable, that means it's a container's name. Now, if at all you want to see what is the type of the container, just click upon type B, you will get float. Okay, clear? Done. So I hope this is very super easy. We are doing it with the very first day. Someone has mentioned that, sir, you start very basic and then you will go very complex. It happens. I know that. Okay, but in this whole class, I'll make sure that I'm only going ahead with basics. I will teach you 1,000 times it is required, 10,000 times it is required, but I'll make sure you are a Python pro at the end of this 5 days session. Okay, B is the bottle, 57.7 is the what? I can tell, and yes, that's the answer, Sneha. Like I can tell B is the capsule and this container is where the medicines are stored, is the B. Okay, so now let's go ahead. Okay, so now let us string str. Okay, to now let us write down someone's name. Okay, so for writing down someone's name, so C is equal to, C is what? Container name or variable name. C is a variable name. C is equal to, so we will write down, now double quotes will come into the picture. Whenever you are writing down something text, you require double quotes. Okay, you require double quotes. So inside double quotes, I'll write down someone's name, that is Arun, A-R-U-A, Aruna. Okay. So C is equal to just be there. I'm in Koil. I'll get there. I'll rescue you in just 2 minutes. Just be there. Okay. C is equal to Aruna. So what is C here? C is the container name that is equivalent to a variable name in developers world. C are in our normal life people world. C is nothing else but a container name. Coil, C is nothing else but a container. C is a container's name. Okay, a container which can contain or store string values is C, is denoted with the help of C. And it's just like, here I just gave you the example, right? Plastic bottle inside which water is there. So C is the plastic bottle, and this data is what the water is. Okay, this plastic bottle can also be known as variable name. Clear? This plastic bottle can also be known as. Someone please explain coil in the simplest manner possible in the chat. Please do that right now. Group power. Okay, so SPD, emergency. That's what many of us have seen in our childhood, right? So just please, coil, start. So C is equal to Aruna. And now when we will just print, you can print C just like that in Google Colab. But if at all you want to print it like this, use print C, and you will be able to see Aruna is being printed. Now you want to do type. Okay. Okay, type C. The container name, the container type is str. Str is equal to string. Clear? So I hope that these three things are clear to you all, guys, and we will be continuing it further tomorrow. I hope the feedback things are all done right now, and it's already like 9:30. I don't exceed my timings because I don't want you all guys to like miss up on the interest and lose the interest or something like that. I don't want to be boring, and I don't want to be like I want to be the India's #1 anti-boring professor. Okay, so not professor, a teaching person, something, whatever you want to call. So yep, guys, so that's what we have learned these all things today. Let us recap whatever we have done today and what we will be doing tomorrow. By the way, Umang, please share the attendance links to everyone right now in the chat. So we have completed okay, guys, we have completed the very basics about Python. Why the, like if it in my language, the rowdy language, if at all you are call, why the hell we should learn Python? We answered that. Who is the person behind Python? We have answered that. So who is the person behind Python? Please tell me in the chat right now. Do you guys remember about him? Okay. Okay, so it's GVR. Okay, so now he is which year Python got introduced to masses? Please tell that in the chat. And which year it got very famous? Please tell me in that chat. Okay, don't confuse with 2-3 things. Okay, then afterwards, why in 2006 Python got famous? I need answer to that. Then afterwards, I need answer towards what are the 5 advantages of Python as per Sai Kiran? There are so many other also, but as per me, what are the 5 different advantages of Python, learning Python? And one more question is, what are the what are the coding environments which we can use for Python for writing the code? Okay, please tell me that, and in the chat. So what is the example of text editor? Give me one example of text editor. Give me one example of IDE. Give me one example of your this part. What is this part? Notebook. Okay. So how to open Google Colab in mobile phone? It's very simple. Go to Google Chrome and type Google Colab. It will be there. Okay. Then afterwards, what is what do you say that? What is the answer for Happy Ugadi, Gudi Padwa and all we have done. Then afterwards, what is a data type and in whole programming language? Please, I mean, we recall it. Data type is nothing just, but there are so many types of data roaming in the world. To get them together, we have done data types. So, what are the basic data types in Python or any programming language? So these in Python, these are the basic data types which are there, and using these data types, we have converted them into a real-time examples. Like you can see, whole number is integer, decimal numbers of our life is floating, letters in our life is string, train, I mean a train which is containing like coal or something goods, which can be converted to a list. Dictionaries of our world can be converted to dict. Plastic which is roaming in world's ocean can be converted into a tuple. Example, switch on off can be converted to boolean. Set, the unique values can be converted to set. Okay, so these are the things which we have done. And then we saw like what is the container name. A container name is known as variable name. So that's the part. So these are the things which we have done today. Tomorrow we guys are gonna continue with much more advanced stuff. Tomorrow we will complete all data types, and tomorrow we will complete what we say that tomorrow. Someone asked me like who I am, from where I am belonging to, and I'll give you the details. Just be there. If you want to know that, be there. I'll do some time pass now for 5 minutes. But yeah, so container and all we have covered. Tomorrow we will be working with data types in detail, and tomorrow we will be completing the what we say if else part, and tomorrow we will complete one more thing, that is for loop. Okay, so that's something which we'll do. Yeah, so that's it, guys. The end for today's class. And yeah, now someone asked me like who I am and what is this whole Let's Upgrade up to. Let's Upgrade is 21st century startup which we have started to make programming easy for working professionals and students, and very much futuristic technology we teach for free of cost, the introduction part. And then we have attached full stack programs and all, which are having heavy job placement oriented programs they are, so which we do. Now talking about like from where I am, so I'm again a student, or like what you can say, a person from Hyderabad. From there I started this whole thing, like love for programming. Generally we Hyderabadis have this love, like Telugu guys have love for programming like something. And then afterwards I along started this startup in 2018. It was a very small what we say college where I studied, and then from there I had this in my mind. And it went on from community to it got converted to something like this. And see, basically I've roamed all states and cities. I've been to every city: Bangalore, Kerala, like Tamil Nadu, Chennai I was there, and I was there in Gujarat, I was there in Madhya Pradesh, I was there in Delhi, I was there. I mean, every state. So I know how each and every state functions. So I've been to many places. All states I've stayed at least 1 year in my life. So that's the way I love India. So I'm saying, right, this Indian is trying to do something for India in development space. And yeah, that's what is the whole thing. So your music always ends with music. So will music today? नहीं, आज नहीं है यार, आज Zoom का session है. Okay, so yeah, that's it, guys. So the whole aim is very simple. The aim is to upgrade more than 10 million people in 10 years. We have already like touched 3.5 lakh people, and I need your help to reach out to more people. So please get them also for learning this whole program. I would love to do this forever. I would love to teach this forever and get them. And from the next batch onwards, I am going to put a lottery system for onboarding your friends. One person can win a very huge amount of cash. So that is also going to happen from next batch onwards. I'm going to do that because see, I'm funded startup. I have like raised a little bit of money from venture capitalist and all. I'll spend that money onboarding more people and your friends. You get your friend, you will be eligible for winning OnePlus earbuds. So that's what is going to be. Okay. Bye bye, guys. Take care. Have a nice day. Good night. Sleep now. If abroad people, just good morning, good evening, whatever time you're looking us. And yes, guys, bye bye. Take care. Tomorrow again we will meet live. There is no recordings. There are no recordings for this batch. Bye bye. Thank you, Professor Umang. You have been an amazing program coordinator slash
Bye, sir.
professor. Thanks a lot. So,
As student.
uh,